I was really excited to come back on part 2 because part 1 had been such an exciting experience. But I thought that I was ready for it because I'd done the first film, but it was nothing like the first one. It was just as memorable, but it was such a bigger movie. And we only realized it as we were making it, that the scale, the scope was so much bigger. So I would say that I was excited to come back and ready for what was coming, and it ended up being more exciting than I had expected. Javier Bardem is incredible in this film. He is the father, the uncle, the friend that everyone wants. He plays a father figure to Paul, and he's a religious believer in the Lisan al-Gaib, which is, the one who will lead them to paradise. But he also has a very, he's also very funny. I think Stilgar is going to surprise people, and I think people are going to fall in love with this character more than ever. Dave Bautista is one of the most generous actors. He will do anything Denis throws at him in a script. We had him hanging midair out of an ornithopter. He was running through war-filled fields, desert fields. He really would, his character gets humiliated. Dave Bautista really just went all in. Having Stellan come back, he was experiencing the full prosthetics transformation, but with the experience of the first film, they were able to shave off a few hours of prep time. So instead of 6 to 7 hours in the chair in the morning, he was maybe spending 4 to 5. The character that Charlotte Rampling plays is the Reverend Mother Mohayim, and more than ever, even though she's in the shadows, she truly is the one who is pulling the strings of power. Hans Zimmer is always pushing the boundaries of music in general. He, for the first film, wanted to create new instruments, to create the sound of what music would sound like in 10,191. And on this one, he wanted to push that even further. And therefore, he developed and created new instruments, or used some pre-existing instruments, but transformed the sounds to make the compositions and pieces just sound otherworldly. And he accomplished that 100%. We're more immersed in Gedi Prime, this very dark planet. We feel that in the music. He really embraced the DNA of the music from the first film, but expanded it and created new textures that are surprising, but also familiar. It's very artfully done, obviously. I hope audiences enjoy the ride. This film was designed with having an experience in the theater, to feel the adrenaline of going on a sand ride, of fighting the Harkonnen, of fighting the Sardaukar. And we worked really hard on this film, and it was very satisfying work, but we felt the adrenaline when we were on set. And I hope that people sitting in the theater will experience that same feeling.